Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video, and today we are showing off the 100% free-to-play Guldo, Day 2 of the free-to-play Ginyu Force. His leader skill is the same as the Burter, 30% and 2 key, but for tech types rather than AGL, so it's not the worst for a free-to-play unit, but you have the barbershop leaders, which are obviously better if you're just running a free-to-play tech team, or of course, on the Ginyu Force team, you'll just be using the Goku Ginyu. So his super attack is supreme damage with a medium chance to stun, and his passive is attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns. So he can debuff and he can stun, which is pretty useful. His links, just like the Burter, they're not great outside of the Ginyu Force. Brutal Beatdown is pretty decent on Extreme Tech, as well as a general villains team. And of course, now that we have the Burter from yesterday, we'll be able to take advantage of the Ginyu Force and Signature Pose links. Ginyu Force is a 25% attack link, so that's going to be very useful for him. Just like Burter, he super attacks early once he's at super attack 10, and his 12 key multiplier is 130%. It doesn't say it starts chance to stun, because we know they can sometimes be different, but medium is usually, I think, 25 or 30%, so we'll see if we can get that off. So in that vein, I tried to pick an event that was still fairly recent, but where the enemy could be stunned. So we are taking on the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock event. You fight every single type throughout this event, so we'll get to see type advantage, neutral damage, and type disadvantage, and all of his phases can be stunned, so hopefully we can get some stuns off with the Guldo. We're using an STR Rose team this time around because now we actually have the Burter to run as his link partner. So until we get the Ginyu Force team fully at the end of the week, we'll try and do this on the Rose team now, and I will swap in the newest person for the oldest person. So tomorrow when we get Ginyu, I will drop Burter and keep Guldo, and so on, until we get to the end of the week, and then we can show off the team in full. So unfortunately, Guldo's in the final slot, which means we need to leave Burter here. So we'll see if he can get his dodge off, reminiscent of yesterday's video. And we've got key supports, so we can't not super with Rose, so we might as well just go all in and see if he can take him out at the end of the turn there. So Burter getting his dodge off after attacking in the first slot, that's what we like to see. And then Rose maybe won't finish him off. He'll hit pretty hard though, so. And then yeah, he should tank pretty well. So we've still got to wait for next turn for Guldo. Brought the physical Kid Buu as the physical unit. If we can manage to stay above that health percentage, it's pretty hard to maintain for him. I think his is like 80%, but then we'll get a 50% attack raise. So if we can keep getting basic attacked and Rose tanks all of those, then we could be looking good for the next time he comes around. So Rose obviously going to take him out here, and then we will go on to the Super Saiyan Bardock. And now we should have our boys on the Ginyu Force together. Yeah, there we go. So I guess we should see what his tanking is going to be like, and see if he can get off a stun in that first slot. And then I guess we'll just give those to Demon King Piccolo. So 27,000, not bad. Now of course he is going to debuff if he doesn't stun. So still 27,000, okay. So attack and defense is supposed to be down 20%, but we still got hit for pretty much the same amount. Burter getting a crit, nice big number there for free to play. That's the 25% Ginyu Force link coming into play. And a crit from Demon King Piccolo as well. So I mean, Rose, with all this key support, Rose, there's no way he can't finish him off, so I guess we'll just do that. I suppose I could have healed, because we're not going to take any damage, and then Kid Buu's passive would have been active, which I don't think it will be now. Have to try and plan ahead for that for the next turn. So now we got the STR Super Saiyan 2 Bardock. I feel like we should put Burter here. Try and get him to dodge those first attacks, and then Guldo can come in for the stun. And at least if he doesn't dodge, he does have type advantage. So yeah, we should be okay. If Guldo gets super attacked, as long as Burter did some dodging, we should be okay. So yeah, nice big hit from him with the type advantage, and an additional as well. But I don't think Burter got a single additional super attack in his own showcase yesterday. But there he is, putting in some work in that first slot. Guldo hitting for 200k. His passive doesn't really seem to be affecting the amount of damage that we're taking. Oh wait, of course, that is the one thing. The Super Saiyan 3 Bardock event, he can be stunned. He can't have his attack lowered. I just remembered. So, unfortunately not the best showcase for that particular part of Guldo's passive. I was just thinking about trying to get the stuns with him, so... But that's okay. Let's see. He hasn't managed to stun yet, so hopefully he will come through for us fairly soon. We don't need to use an item just yet. We'll save the items for the Super Saiyan 3 phase, because I figure that's where we potentially could take a lot of damage, especially if Guldo doesn't stun and gets hit. He's going to have type disadvantage, so we'll probably use a Princess Snake at the start of the next turn. Because Rose is definitely going to take out Super Saiyan 2 Bardock here. Yeah, no worries. So, we are on to Super Saiyan 3. So, obviously, Guldo not going to hit hard in this scenario, but he can still stun. Makes perfect sense to put Burter in the front. So, already, just by only having 2 members of the Ginyu Force, you can see that the units work well together, which is obviously what you want. Okay, yeah, if we do this, then we can grab... I suppose, is it worth not supering with Rose? Because we still got a whole other turn. Yeah, we've got a whole other turn after this. We want to try and at least have the Ginyu Force guys back at least once. So, but yeah, Burter's defense is very impressive. I said that in yesterday's video that I'm impressed with him. Guldo, not so much, because his chance to stun is obviously not very high. He hasn't managed to pull it off. But there we go. There you go. He's trying to prove me wrong now. He needs to shine, because we started talking about how Burter was better than him. So, oh, this is annoying, because I would quite like to float off the Kid Buu, but I also don't want... Well, actually, yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll do this. We've got a whole rotation of support units, so none of them are going to hit particularly hard, which is good. We just need to make sure we don't get a Dokkan mode. And then we'll grab those with Kid Buu just to push it up a little bit. Because now, depending on the orbs that are available for this next turn, we might be able to get the Dokkan attack. I don't know why I just did that. I just Ghost Ushered even though he was stunned, didn't I? In before that is all over the comments. I was so surprised by the fact that he actually stunned, I forgot. So I wasted a Ghost Usher, but that's okay. Well, there's kind of no point getting the Dokkan attack with Guldo, because he, even if he crits, he's probably not going to do a lot of damage. So we'll get the Dokkan attack with Burter. Ah, who dodges. That's his own natural level 3 dodge, because his passive doesn't trigger until he's attacked. So, yet again, more proof for people who doubt me as to why I put level 3 dodge in all my units. There he goes, dodging a super attack with his level 3 dodge. I feel like that makes up for my Ghost Usher error, I think. That shows that when I'm thinking clearly, I make good decisions. So, 380, not great, but... Can Guldo get the stun again? Didn't get to see it in time. Rose might just take him out, to be fair. But so we didn't get the stun, but got a nice big crit from Rose. again, we're not going to be able to not super attack with anyone. But this turn we're going to ghost, because now we should have, on the next rotation, we should have Kid Buu with the Ginyu Force, I think. Because Rose is very likely to take him out here, especially if he crits again. And then we'll be on to the final stage, which is AGL, with a nice big attack boost for Guldo. He's obviously not meant to be a hard hitter on the team, but of course I think we stunned with Demon King Piccolo, I think. So, well, we'll let Guldo finish him off, even though he's got the type disadvantage, because he's not going to get a chance to shine. But maybe he can crit, and we can see an upper level of his damage. But, well, he didn't crit, so takes him out though, and we go on to the AGL. So we probably won't take him out in one turn here, which means we can finish him off with Guldo next turn. I've got to let Rose go in one of the slots where there's 2 attacks, because even though there's type disadvantage, he'll still tank pretty well. So, although I assume because this counts down and then the fight ends, even if he's stunned, I assume you probably still lose. So, we'll see. Maybe this wasn't the right event to show. Well, we got to see him attacking and defending against various types. Mount Cooler's going to get super attacked. 128, okay. Right, Guldo. He doesn't have any attack support, so we'll use a Future Bomber. Let's see you get this stun. You've got type advantage, and you've got the boost from the Ginyu Force link. So yeah, only taking a few thousand, so that's much better. And yeah, 338 without a crit, that's also very good. Definitely need the Rosés to start critting though, or we might not actually finish the event before he gets away. Oof. Okay, well. We still have the attack boost from the Future Bulma. It's kind of all up to Rose here. Can he do it? I mean, we showcased Guldo already, but just for the sake of our pride, if Rose gets a crit, it might be okay, but he did not, so we won't complete the event, but we got a pretty good showing of Guldo. It is incredibly difficult to find Super Saiyan Rose friends at the moment, because everyone is running Gogeta and Vegito, so it took me long enough to find this one guy, but I feel like that's a decent enough showing of Guldo. He's not, I would say he's not quite as good as Burter in terms of a unit that you would just use on the team. Of course, the whole point of the Ginyu Force is to run them all together, but if you were going to run 2 units on an extreme team, like a Rose team for example, the Guldo, definitely not as good as Burter. So, but tune in again tomorrow when we will be showcasing off Ginyu. Hopefully we'll be able to complete the event, so leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you are new. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at @TheMaskedNingen, or join my Discord, the link is in the description, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.